Hello everyone, I'm Cloud and welcome to Anime no Mi. Today, continuing with the One Piece videos, we will talk about the Battle of Wano. Admirals are the Navy's greatest source of power, being responsible for performing tasks that simple Marines and captains wouldn't be able to fulfill, such as defeating powerful pirates so they don't cause more problems. However, there are limits to what they can do. An admiral cannot face a Yonko alone. After all, there would be a great chance of being defeated by the Emperor. So they are sent into battles against Yonkas only at necessary moments, in which they could have the upper hand in combat. The battle at Wano may be about to end, so only the victors will be left standing by the time the Navy arrives, in which case, even the pirates who emerged victorious would already be exhausted from these long battles. This factor may allow this to be a great time for admirals to act. With the pirates already exhausted, it would be very easy for the admirals to be able to defeat the victors and capture them so they can't cause any problems. But even exhausted would need a very strong member of the Navy to defeat them, being Kizaru and Ryukyu. In today's video we are going to talk about the possibility that Admiral Kizaru and Ryukyu can go to Wano, what would be their real goals in which the Navy may be planning, and what could happen if they arrived in Wano at the end of the combat. And I already count on your help to leave your like in the video to support the channel. I also hope you subscribe if you're still new here, and leave your comments saying your opinions and what the next videos you want to see here on the channel. Now let's go to the video. Guys, the great battle in Onigashima is about to come to an end, as several of Kaido's allies are being defeated by the Straw Hat Pirates and their allies. The strongest pirates of Kaido have been defeated recently. Jack was defeated by the Minx in his Sulong form. King was defeated by Zoro after an incredible fight, where we were revealed more about King and his great power. We also saw that Queen was defeated by Sanji, who during combat managed to awaken his genetic powers. In addition to the weaker pirates allied with Kaido's crew, who are also being defeated by samurai and pirates allied with Luffy, so Kaido's combat forces are practically defeated, leaving only him to fight. In the most recent chapter, Kaido's Yonko ally, Big Mom, was defeated by Law and Kid, who managed together to use the power of their awakened fruits to defeat her, causing her to fall off Onigashima, being then defeated. What remains now is the end of Luffy's fight against Kaido, a fight in which it will only be one facing one, as the Straw Hat Pirates and allies who fought against strong opponents and managed to defeat them are already exhausted on the ground. So there is no one who can try to help him in this fight, except for Marco, Yamato and Momonosuke, who are still able to fight, so if Luffy needs them, they could help, but Luffy wants to defeat Kaido alone. With Kaido's defeat, this opens up several possibilities for several new events to happen, such as the appearance of Kizaru and Ryukyu in Onigashima to capture the winning pirates, as there is really a possibility that this will happen. We see that the first fact is that Cypher Pole Zero was sent by the Gorosei to capture Nico Robin, believing that because of the great confusion that was going on it would be easy to capture her again. However, in practice this is not something so simple. They were prevented from getting it by Brook, as he takes Robin and runs away. Furthermore, they realized that a great destruction was taking place in Onigashima and the battle was about to be decided. They decided to retreat. In the end we saw that they were stopped by Izo, but until the moment of this video we don't know the outcome of events. It is shown that there is a fleet of Sekai Sifu going to Wano. They were passing information about what was happening to the Gorosei until Zanesha appears arriving in Wano. It was not shown who was inside the ships, but to be going a fleet probably has an admiral commanding them, to be exact 2 admirals, Kizaru and Ryukyu. A few chapters ago Akainu and Kizaru have a very interesting dialogue. Akainu comments that a great fight is happening in Wano, and this fight would be very dangerous because it could decide the fate of the world. At that moment, they said this because there were 2 Yonkas fighting 3 supernovas and samurai in Wano, but obviously they didn't have this information completely. Kizaru offers to go to Wano to solve this big conflict that was happening. However, Akainu asks him to wait, as it would not be the exact moment for them to start acting, as there was an unknown force in Wano that could be very dangerous to face unprepared. Kizaru then with a small smile asks him if Akainu was referring to the samurai who live in Wano, so the scene ends with this being the possible confirmation that the samurai of Wano would be one of the reasons why the Navy didn't move initially. But as the samurai and the pirates are already tired of this intense battle, this may be the exact time for the admirals to act, now with the help of Ryukyu, who may be interested. Ryukyu says he prefers to do nothing, but he obeys all orders given by Akainu, and as a precaution, he could be sending Kizaru and Ryukyu to Wano, as they are the only admirals who are not busy. Because Fujitora during his dialogue with Ryukyu revealed his real intentions, which is to destroy the way Sekai Sifu acts, as it was because of this way of acting that Fujitora cut his own eyes, so he may have some plan in mind to accomplish this goal. With only Kizaru and Ryukyu left to carry out the orders given by Akainu, with the arrival of the admirals in Wano, which could be a big problem, as the Straw Hat Pirates and their allies being completely wounded, they would be easy targets to defeat. After all these confrontations, they wouldn't have their strength to the fullest for them to be able to fight an admiral. The only thing left to do is accept their defeat or hope that some other character can emerge to save them. In this case, we can think of Yamato and also Marco. After all, as we mentioned earlier, they have a lot of power, but at the moment they are not participating in any big battles. Now thinking about pirates who are not in Wano, Shanks would be a great option. As we know, Wano is an isolated place from the world. All the news that occurs there remains hidden. But it is worth remembering that Shanks during his childhood, he already went to visit Wano along with his captain Roger. So inside he can have contacts who can or inform if a big disaster happens, as is happening right now, because two Yonko would be aligned to fight against pirates of the new generation. Obviously this would draw the attention of Shanks, who might want to move and navigate there. A proof that Shanks will be heading to Wano is one of their conversations in the manga. Looking out to sea with a smile on his face, he says that he will soon be reunited with Luffy, which could mean that he had already been warned that Luffy was going to Wano. Through this news, Shanks may also be arriving at Wano with his crew. As we know, Shanks has a plan and Luffy is part of it, as we saw in the moment he prevents Kaido from reaching Marineford to confront Newgate. Shanks stops him so that Kaido doesn't cause even more confusion and also prevent people from losing their lives unnecessarily. After managing to make Kaido retreat, Shanks went to Marineford to stop this great fight. Shanks may be heading to Wano with the same objective, to end this great battle that could affect the entire world of One Piece, something that will soon happen. Because it's been a long time since Luffy arrived in Wano, Shanks could have been sailing a long time to get to that place. So at the end of this confrontation, he will probably already be in Wano with his crew to see the situation of this confrontation, in which he will probably see the admirals trying to attack the Straw Hat Pirates. As we know, Shanks seems to want battles not to happen, but when it comes to his friends, he takes combat very seriously. So we can finally see a battle in which Shanks would participate fighting his best so that Luffy and his companions are not taken by the Marines. We will be able to see the revelation of Admiral Ryakuji's powers, as so far we only see his silhouette. We don't know anything about his power, but many fans believe he has a Zoan. But anyway, because Ryakuji is an admiral, he is very powerful, so there would be a big fight between him and Shanks, where we will see Shanks using everything he has to beat the admiral, while the rest of Shanks' crew would face Kizaru, as he has shown to be one of the fastest and smartest admirals. Even though he doesn't care much about his battles, he can't be underestimated, as he holds the title of admiral for his great deeds during his life in the Navy. So finally, after the conflict between Shanks and the admirals, maybe we can see the reunion we've been waiting for, which would be the meeting between Shanks and Luffy, in which both promised that one day they will meet again, and that moment could be at the end of Wano. After all, now the story may be moving to its final stage, where we will see incredible events taking place, as the Straw Hat Pirates are close to conquering One Piece, leaving practically a road poneglyph to find the location of Laugh Tale. But even if that doesn't happen, even if Shanks doesn't go to Wano, we still have people who can fight and try to stop the admirals. Marco couldn't stop Akainu in Marineford, and now he'll be able to show his true power by trying to protect Luffy's crew. We also saw that Yamato was strong enough to face Kaido, and this can also be done in a battle against an admiral. Yamato can face one of them. All of this could change the course of the Wano battle, but I wanted to know what you think about it. Will Kizaru and Ryakuji be able to go to Wano to capture Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates? Do you think Shanks will also be able to show up to finally be reunited with his friend? Leave your opinion in the comments. Thanks to all of you for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed the content and information in today's video. We hope that we will always continue together talking about the news of the anime and the manga, so comment your doubts, news, or what you think will happen in the anime in the future. Also comment on the new videos you want to see here on the channel. We'll see you again in the next video. I'll wait for you here. Bye.